Listen in the wings. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time. You don't need a reason. You don't need a rhyme to write a postcard. The P.O. Box 1252. Just write a postcard. 04098. Just write a postcard to Westbrook, Maine. 'Cause Grandma loves this show. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
D minor, that's cool.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up, Mehuman? Nice to see you again.
So many things, all the things are up. All the things, good things.
You know, it's funny you should mention that because I was going to say the same thing. All the things are happening all at once. It's like it's sort of like we've all been living in a hothouse waiting to bloom, and now we're all blooming at the same time, and it's kind of confusing. There's a little bit of re-entry, like hullabaloo confusion going on.
Hullabaloo, word of the day. We haven't used that in a while. I have to put my glasses on to make sure that I can see how hullabaloo is spelled.
Well, and when you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. I just want to say before we go any further that you can write to us, P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine 04098. We will write you back. And I actually have a pack of postcards that needs to go out, and that's going to happen in the next couple of days. So just write to us, and we'll read it on the show. You'll go on the Wall of Fame, and we have another episode of the Posties coming up.
Yes,
postcard contest. We've been collecting postcards all spring, and we haven't done a Posties yet, and that needs to happen.
Yeah, because it's almost summer, and we're going to be announcing very soon our next very exciting contest. And
yes,
our musical contest. I mean, that's what I'm going to say. It's going to be
songwriting. It's a songwriting thing, but you don't have to be a songwriter to enter.
No, you don't. You just have to make some semblance of sense.
But you might come out as one. You never know.
Yeah, you can
happen. But for now, you can take advantage of the fact that we haven't organized quite yet another episode of the Posties, which is our postcard contest awards ceremony that happens here on Postcards from time to time. And you can just send us a postcard, P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine 04098. Now, where are we? What's going on? We got some comments already.
We've got a sponsor, but I just want to show you some giftsies. We got to get together so I can give you some gifts. This is friends of mine were here, Nate and Yolanda from Delaware last night to visit with my nephew and niece, and they brought me t-shirts. They make their own t-shirts. A Time to Heal.
Ooh, wow. Very cool. Nice. Oh my God.
And this is a great one too. I love this one. It says, I got you one of these.
This is for me? Oh my gosh. These are from your niece and nephew?
My niece and nephew's friends happened to come up. They took a road trip to Boston at the last minute.
Oh my God.
And it turned out that Nate's birthday is the same birthday as my nephew. My niece's birthday was last week. My nephew's birthday is this week. And they're couples. Their birthdays are a week apart. And so we had a birthday thing up here. It was so much fun. And they brought t-shirts. It was really cute. It was fun. So hullabaloo. Is that how you spell it? Oh, there you go.
I think it's a random spelling. Good morning, Emily. Emily Hansen.
You had to add the kerfuffle. That's it.
And we got a hi from Karen Gray, and hi, Sarah Karen. Edmonds just sent us a heart. So hi to all y'all. We're so glad you're here, and all other folks that are listening from around the place. We're so glad you're here. If you're listening later, we're also so glad you're here. We love our middle of the night listeners also.
And we do have a sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
Yeah, come on. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Hello. Pete from Pete's Plumbing Inspection Service. And if you're going, we keep you flowing.
Well, thank you, Pete. Well, now I have a question for you. You appear to be ready to take a dive. Now, can you tell us a little more about your service?
Well, it's a full service. We offer full service, and it's pretty tricky. But you can reach us at 1-800-2.
Okay. All right.
You're pretty fragrant, Pete. You're pretty fragrant. I just wanted to say that.
All right. So, Pete from Pete's Plumbing Service, we thank you for being our sponsor today. We're very, very grateful to you. If you have one of those plumbing issues that you think Pete might be able to handle, just give him a call.
1-800-2.
All right. Well, Pete, you're really something. You're really something. You know, he looks a lot like the other guy.
He does. I think it's a big family and they offer a lot.
I think there might be a little profiling going on with how you're choosing sponsors, because I could swear it's the same guy, but it's not. It's every time it's somebody new. Remember when we had Jock's Blurry Pet Portraits sponsoring the show? That was something. I know. You never know who's going to show up. So, well, listen, we've got a very
bonsai tree service. They were great.
Oh yeah, the bonsai tree service.
Bonsai trees.
Yeah, with the tiny little axe. Yeah, that was really something.
Hey,
you know,
my dog is trying to chew my.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say we have a very special guest today, and we also have we have a very special guest coming to us live from Nashville, Tennessee. Ms. Lauren Anderson is waiting in the wings, and I also want to say we have a visitor in the Postcard studio today, and I'd love to put her on screen for just a second. We have Kid Cam with Taya. So Taya, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Hi, Taya. Cool Kids Cam. Hey, Taya, I have a question for you.
Oh, whoops. Oh, let me get her back on the screen. Okay.
Since you're our first Cool Kids Cam contestant, can you say that 3 times fast? I have a question for you about unicorns. So, are you ready? So, are unicorns real? That's my first part. What do you think about that?
Yes, they are. They are real, but they were alive a long time ago when the dinosaurs were alive.
Okay. And what do you think they used to eat?
Plants.
Just plants and no particular fun plant, milkweed or something like that, or what?
No, I just think any kind of plant.
Okay. That's a good answer.
If you could have, what would you call? If you could have, there's some kind of rumbling upstairs. If you could ride a unicorn, if you could ride a unicorn anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I would probably go to California.
On your unicorn, there's got to be a song in that.
I go to California on my unicorn.
I like it.
Well, Taya, thank you so much for being our first Kid Cam, and we'll be checking in with you a little bit later, and we'll be singing with you at the end of the show. You want to say goodbye to your new fans?
Bye.
All right, you heard it here first, people, on Postcards. Well, I think it's time. What do you say?
I'm eager to see Miss Lauren.
We were having a great time in the green room, and we are going to have a special visit from the one, the only BILLIE, who's going to be singing with Lauren later. But let's just bring her on in. Lauren Anderson, welcome to Postcards. Hey, how you doing?
I kind of wish I did my hair like Taya. I was loving that side pony she was
right.
rocking.
That's a rockin' side pony, right?
You know, it's funny you should mention that, because we did have I think we had a side pony episode, and then it got into a discussion about Alice Wallace's duo that she's got, Side Pony, which is kicking some wonderful musical. I don't know how to say it. I got myself into a situation, kicking some butt out there.
Musical bum. Tukus, musical tukus. That's a good word, tukus.
Okay, I know I created that situation for myself, but yeah, I know the Side Pony is definitely cool, and I personally feel cooler having like cool hair happening in the Postcard studio.
Yeah.
So Lauren, how's the general vibe down in Nashville right now?
It is like pretty much back to normal. It's kind of crazy. It's like I still have my mask in my purse every time I go somewhere, but like everybody's, I don't know. I think I don't know what percentage we are at vaccination, but we got music back, which is exciting. I'm super
Amazing.
stoked about it. Yeah.
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 And how have you been out? Have you played gigs out yet?
I have. Yeah. Well, I was lucky enough to, like, even as a year ago, I still played it. I've got a monthly show at Bourbon Street here in Printers Alley. And they were just really good at like social distancing. So we were playing shows, but like nobody was allowed to dance. Like everybody was really spaced. So it was an interesting show. So I've been playing that for the past year or so, but it's finally back to normal.
Oh my God.
And then I actually just went on my first Texas tour. Not first one, but first one since back. Last week. And so that was really exciting to kind of like, we're back. We're playing live music.
We
Heck
see you
yeah.
got some tour dates coming up too. Are you going to be it looks like you're going to be in Georgia on the 26th?
Yeah. In 2 days I'll be in Georgia, and then and that'll just be a solo show. And then in mid July I'll have a full band tour like through the Midwest. It'll be some hometown shows in Chicago and Kansas City. And then album release show at D's here in Nashville early August. Yeah. And then I've got a couple other things in the works. I haven't put them on. I've got like a Florida thing in Florida run in September, and I don't know. I need to update my tour schedule.
Well, it's pretty exciting because it looks like you have some music coming out. You just mentioned you have is it a new single?
It's so I've got both. I've got a single coming out tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got an a cappella gospel-y tune called Keep On that I recorded during the pandemic and literally just spent a day in my room like layering like harmonies on it. So it's just like a track of, if you don't like my voice, you're not gonna like this tune because it's a track of like
problem.
several of my voices. But then that's leading up to my sophomore album will be out August 6th. I'm pretty excited.
Oh my God, so exciting! And that is Love on the Rocks. Are we correct about that?
Yeah, that's called Love on the Rocks. Yeah. Is it too early to sing that song? It's not even.
No, it's not too early.
No,
but we have to ask you: is that a nod to Neil Diamond?
No, I guess I don't know. I'm ignorant enough to know that if it is, it was an accidental one. Maybe, sure, we'll say yes. Why not?
You could say you're young enough to know, not
There
know.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both.
well, Lauren, have you got enough? Well, first of all, what's in that mug? What's you drinking there?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, wouldn't I like to know?
No, I'm just drinking black coffee right now. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Solange.
Although mine's not totally black, but I respect the black coffee tribe. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
It's the way to get through the day. So, are you feeling? You ready for a little share a song with us? Because I think it's time to hear that.
Yeah.
Let me
Killer
just say, the first time I got to hear you, I think was part of one of Emily Hansen's Magnolia Road's virtual festivals that she put together throughout the year. That for some of us was one of those sweet points of feeling like, let's create something, let's make it happen, and just getting off the couch and doing the student stuff. It was the first time I got to hear you and your dog Billie, who's going to be joining us in a little while for a song. A revelation. I love. I fell in love with that voice instantly.
Yeah.
So
And
let's
your
make it
energy,
happen.
your vibe is so sweet.
I know.
Thank you. Well, and thank you for Emily again for connecting us again this time. I appreciate. She really kept people going.
Totally. Yep.
But I'll start us off today with. So I'm putting out a bunch of singles leading up to this release, and this was the most recent one I released. So this song I'm about to play is already out in the universe, and it's exciting. It's I'm going to try to do it justice because it's just kind of your standard blues rock tune. But the recording itself, I was really excited. I sent it over to a friend of mine, Mike Zito. If anybody's a blues fan, they probably know his name. And he is just an insanely good guitarist. So while I'm playing this song Back to Chicago, imagine Mike Zito's guitar just kind of over it. But this one's called Back to Chicago.
Lauren Anderson on Postcards.
You broke my heart on a cloudy day. No one word did you even say. You want their health on me and mine. No, your left was wasted time. Going back to Chicago, yeah. I'm leaving soon, yeah. I'm going home to Chicago, yeah. Goodbye to you. I ain't waiting around for you to change. You said your mind was made up, but I know you, babe. Once I'm gone, you'll be crying back. You always but what you can tell. Going back to Chicago, yeah. I'm leaving soon, yeah. I'm going home to Chicago, yeah. Goodbye to you. I said goodbye, goodbye, baby. Goodbye, goodbye to you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I said goodbye, goodbye, baby. Goodbye, goodbye to you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Going back to Chicago, yeah. Goodbye to you. Yeah, yeah. I'm going home to Chicago, yeah. Goodbye to you.
Oh, yeah. Lauren Anderson on Postcards, everybody.
So awesome.
Yeah. So,
Oh, go ahead, Jenny. Go ahead.
oh, no. You go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, the first time I heard your voice, I was like, where'd she get that voice? And then I heard I learned that you were from Chicago. I was like, of course, because that's where it's happening. Blues is so great there. And were you born and bred there? And where in Chicago are you from?
Yeah, I grew up in Oak Park, right outside of Chicago.
No way. No way.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, and so it's
I
not
do
like
too.
directly in Chicago, but you could take the L there, so it's not one of the suburbs that's like 2 hours out. But I grew up. My parents still live there. I grew up there, and then I lived for like 10 years. I went to grad school in Kansas City, and I lived for 10 years in Kansas City, and they've got a great
Kansas City. Here I come.
Too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So. Yeah, I've definitely, it's like in the air in both of those cities.
It really is. It's so Chicago is such an incredible music town. Mm-hmm. How would you compare, if you can, Chicago to Nashville, another incredible music town? I mean, it's a great.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Kansas City too. Kansas City's great.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm, even though I still call Chicago home, I haven't lived there really since, like, I moved, I went to college out, like, so since I was 18, I haven't like lived there other than like summers in college. But so my understanding of the blues scene is literally just me going back every once in a while and like going to show, like kind of networking as much as I can, which, you just can't get a feel for a town. Every time I see somebody doing that here in Nashville, I'm like, you got to just move here to really get a handle on it. But I don't know. I think that there's a lot of industry here. I think that there's some industry in Chicago too. But I don't know. I don't know that I have a good answer for that question. It's a good one. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Well, whose food do you like better? That's a better question. Chicago or Nashville?
Chicago, all the way. Chicago.
You missed that deep dish. You missed the deep dish.
I love deep dish more than I should.
Come on, it's delicious. I used to live in Detroit for a long time, and we would just take the train from Detroit to Chicago just to get a deep dish, get back on the train. It was like $25. We'd all jump in. We'd ride the 4 hours, then get the deep dish and ride back to Detroit.
That's
pizza.
Awesome. I love that. You can get deep dish shipped now, but it's like $80 or something.
Gold Belly, right? They're killing it.
Yeah,
right?
they know people love it too much. They charge a lot.
Yeah. Have you ever had deep dish pizza from Chicago. Jenny, do you know the deep dish?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. My step grandma, who married my grandfather after many, many years of not seeing one another, they'd both been widowed. He showed up at her door after 30, 40 years and knocked on her door on Linden Avenue, 201 Linden in Oak Park, Illinois. And so that was the beginning of a beautiful romance. I got a whole wonderful step family that came along with them at a moment where I needed a bunch of more cousins. So anyway, we got some talking to do about Oak Park. It's a really special place.
Did he have a deep dish pizza when he came?
Okay, and the question was about pizza, and I started talking about Grandma because Grandma loves this show. Grandma loves the show.
Did he come with flowers or a deep dish pizza?
Listen,
I think he came with little hearts coming out of his head. I think that's what happened. I know. He was in his 60s when that happened. But
deep dish pizza in the shape of a heart would be on Valentine's Day. Deep dish pizza, I would take that. Would be like
that sounds great.
Heart-shaped pepperoni. Heart-shaped pepperoni.
Yes.
So, well, you know, if we get started talking about pizza, that could really go places. I actually wanted to say one other thing, which is that I have a whole branch of my family's from Evanston, so I've got like a lot of roots in the area. Yeah. So, but she's got a thing. She grew up in New York, just north of New York City, and is very much a New Yorker, transplanted to Chicago in her 20s and so forth. But she's got a thing. I wanted to ask you about this, Lauren. If you have a circular pizza and somebody cuts it into squares, do you have a reaction to that?
It feels like home to me. Like
it does.
Mean like this way?
Round pizza cut in squares.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I cut. If I'm at home and I'm making pizza, I'm gonna cut it into squares.
Okay.
I love that. I love that because to me, you can cut a good pizza. You can cut it diagonal. You can cut it horizontal. You can roll it up. I make pizza sandwiches myself. I take 2 pieces, I put them together, and I eat it like a sandwich because why would you not do that? In my mind, you get 2 pieces in. And this is where our connection is, Jenny. My family's in Evanston too. I swear we're cousins. I swear we're
totally cousins.
Yeah. But I
think Lauren's one of our cousins.
Cutting problems with pizza. If the pizza's good, cut it how you want it. Just feed it to me in gobs.
Yeah.
I want a lot of it at once.
I agree. Pizza's pizza, but I do like the squares. You know what it is that it creates these 4 tiny little corner ones that are bite-sized. And I don't know what it is, but I have to have those tiny little bite-sized corners that come.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. That's really what it is for me.
That's hilarious.
Okay. I'm going to tell my cousin Mia, who's a playwright, lives in Evanston, has lived there for a long time, went to Northwestern.
Mia.
I will tell her about this because she has not recovered from the initial trauma 30 or odd years ago of seeing a round pizza cut in squares. Like she just hasn't recovered. So I'll tell her to listen to this and thank you for your input. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have an interesting conversation with my cousin later.
That's great.
So if you're just joining us, welcome. This is Postcards. We are located in Portland and Westbrook, Maine. We are coming to you live with our very wonderful special guest, Lauren Anderson. We also have a kid cam today. And I'm just going to, Taya, you want to say a quick hello to your fans. You're going to start having some fans here. So let's get you online for just a second. You want to say a quick hello? Yeah.
Actually, can we ask Taya?
Hi.
There we go.
Hey, Taya, do you like pizza?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Also
topping?
like sushi.
Ooh, sushi's good too.
Ooh.
Sushi pizza. Would you eat a
classy.
sushi pizza?
I might eat that.
I think I might eat that too. What's your favorite topping on a sushi pizza or just a regular pizza? You can
Well, on a regular old pizza, what I like cheese, ham, pineapple, and bacon on my pizzas.
Yeah, all the meats.
All right.
All
right.
All the meats. Sushi pizza sounds like a winner, though. A winner. I think someone needs to start that sushi pizza situation.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Taya. We'll get back to you in a little while. You want to wave goodbye? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Lauren. Okay. Is it time for another song? I think
it's time for another song. I got to hear you sing all day, girl.
Okay.
And now, there is going to be a third song. Am I correct? And that's going to be when we get Billie in on the action.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
Just want to make sure.
Buckle in for Billie. He's one of
Buckle in.
a kind only because there only needs to be one of him. He's a lot.
Aw, he's a good
He's awesome. He's awesome.
I'm gonna sing I'll sing the title track only because there's one in particular that Billie howls with that I'll leave for last when we bring him in. So this is Love on the Rocks. If it's not too early for some Love on the Rocks.
No way, girl. Just do it.
So if anybody is drinking whiskey, cheers.
And this hour in the morning, double cheers.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. You live your life. All right. I'll take my loving on the rocks. Sip on it slowly. Don't rush this. Ain't no shot. I like my man like a fine wine. I take my loving with someone who knows how to take his time. Boy, I've been watching you, watching me now for an hour. So sit down beside me, and yes, you can buy me a drink. Nothing too sweet that goes down too fast. I'm looking for something no's gonna last. Let me be real. If you wanna know what I think, I'll take my loving on the rocks. Sip on it slowly. Don't rush this. Ain't no shot. I like my man like the fine wine. I'll take my loving with someone who knows how to take his time. Life is too short to be drawn into long conversation. And I get the feeling you're feeling the same way tonight. And I wanna damn, but nothing too strong. I know what I want and I know when it's wrong. Hey, don't you worry, so far the mix is just right. I take my loving on the rocks. Sip on it slowly, don't rush this, ain't no shot. I like my man like a fine wine. I take my loving with someone who knows how to take his time. I take my loving on the rocks. Sip on it slowly, don't rush this, ain't no shot. I like my man like a fine wine. I'll take my loving with someone who knows how to take his time. I'll take my loving with someone who knows how to take his time. Woo!
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
You got it so good from our good friend Lori Jones,
Oh,
who's an
thank you,
amazing
Lori.
singer-songwriter. You got to meet her. Good. She's awesome, and that was an awesome song. Awesome sauce song.
Wow. I am covered from, I'm not even kidding, my face, my whole body with chills from those
okay.
last couple notes you hit. Oh my gosh. So all the way through StreamYard and the interwebs, all the way from Nashville. Thank you, Lauren. That's
Aw,
amazing.
thank you.
Yeah. And I wanted to pursue to what Mehuman just said. We got to say hi to Laurie Jones. We got, of course, we see who else we got. Kathy Marshall, Bruce Bjork. Great to see y'all here. All y'all who are listening in. We're so glad you're here. If you're listening in the middle of the night, we're also glad you're here. But we're not awake in the middle of the night sometimes.
That was a saucy song. That's a saucy
Yeah.
song.
So, so many questions. But I'm gonna let Mehuman take it.
Hey, you know what? Okay, so my sister, who I love so dearly. I have 6 sisters, but I love them all. But my sister, my younger sister, she sends me James McAvoy's version of Cyrano de Bergerac's love letter, first love letter to Roxanne. It's a new National Theatre of London play that came out like in 2018. So steamy. Like you literally have to sit in a bathtub of ice to like watch this thing. That song is like the response to that whole thing. Because
awesome.
seriously, if you Google that, ladies, you can thank me later. Okay. Anyways, that's all I can say on it because it's not appropriate. But it's steamy. So what I wanted to ask you about, I just want to say that, was your podcast. I've got a song for that. That sounds so fun.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been going for a year now, which is kind of crazy. And I started it in the middle of shutdown because we didn't have any music, and I wanted to still talk to people.
Yeah.
And,
Amen.
And the ideology behind the name is that I was I've literally always been singing, and in preschool, I don't remember this, but apparently there would be situations where the teacher would be explaining to all these 4 and 5-year-olds what we'd be doing that day. And I'd be like, oh, I have a song for that. And I would just start making up a song. So
wow.
Here we are, some odd years later. And
that's
and
awesome.
podcast now called that. And I get to basically I interview musicians and industry. And I love talking about like the behind the scenes, like, I had a friend of mine who used to be in the band Sixpence None the Richer. And he told a story, about how like he was in Korea one show and he had terrible stomach problems. I'll just leave it at that. And like was literally chased into the bathroom by a herd of fans, just like the stuff that like you don't usually get to talk about, or like,
right.
The moment that you made it in your career, the moment that you've almost quit and why you didn't, like I like talk. And so that's what the podcast is about. It's just kind of talking about all of the ins and ends. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's
cool.
Well, it's just coming on my radar. I'm super psyched to check it out. And thank you for doing that. Cause these like that, and I just wanted to say, I think Mehuman can relate as well. The need to continue to speak to people. It was when I started to feel like my ability to speak to people was going down that I was like, podcast time,
Exactly.
I need to talk to people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Now you are also sometimes joined in performance, podcasting, etc., by a certain canine that is quite famous among those in the know. And I was going to say this might be a great moment to just put you in the green room for a second if you want to go and grab Billie. What do you think?
Well, before you go grab, I do have a question because Billie's a showstopper, so I want to ask you a serious question. What, and you just mentioned something that I love. We every now and then we gotta like kind of dial it in and say something like, have a like one of those feelies, not serious but can be serious questions.
Yeah.
For you, you're in Nashville. You've been in Kansas City. You've been in Chicago. Been around music all your life. You're a music therapist. You went to school, spent the money, got the debt, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You're paying your dues. You got to make that. You know what I mean. And so my question is, those kind of sacrifices for your craft, what and how would you define making it to make that all worth it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the beauty of that, I guess, is kind of what you alluded to. Like it depends. There's no one answer, and my answer today is likely going to be different than my answer next year.
Yeah.
Today, my definition of making it is being able to live sustainably on music and be able to go to shows, play shows in other towns and have, and connect with people, connect with new people each time I play a show. Like, I think my definition of making is people hearing my music and I don't know, connecting with them through it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think that's something that's going to always be, wait, let me move
Whoa.
a little bit. This is so fun because I think I'm a mirror image. So I just figured out how I can turn that way and look over there and it looks like I'm looking at you guys, but I'm actually mirrored. So this is, hey, you're learning stuff all the time. At least I am. But yeah, that's people getting it. And so
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you to go on this tour, because when you come back, we want to hear more stories about just how you connect with people, what you're up to. You got a great voice. I love your songs, and you
Thanks.
got a bright future. And you're in one of the sweetest places to be for music. So
Yeah.
you know you do the math, and it all adds up to success. So
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
All right. Well, what do you say we take, Lauren, you want to take a short break, go get Billy, and we'll bring you right back in a couple minutes?
I'm gonna try to adjust this camera angle too so we can see Billy. But
All right.
yeah, pop me and I'll go grab him.
Okay. All right. We'll be back
Thank
with
you.
Lauren Anderson in
All right.
just a few minutes because we have Billy coming in.
Hey, and you. So what's been going on? We didn't get to what's been going on with your week. We're waiting for Billy. What's
Oh
happening?
my God. So, well, you know, it's funny you should ask because it's been one of those weeks where, there's been, it is like being in a garden that's sort of bursting into bloom all around me.
Yeah.
And
You look good.
I'm just trying to get around and like weed and take in the flowers as they happen and enjoy them and not worry too much about this feeling of like overwhelm. So we have our first out of town visitor, and you also had visitors.
Yes, out of towners. These out of towners are
Out of towners. We've got Baxter's got a friend visiting from Seattle. This has been really special to have her here. You know, I've got Taya in the studio today, and there's been we've been down a car. We've been coordinating this, that, we got the chimney cleaned this morning because you know it's June and it's time to get the chimney cleaned in Maine.
Yeah, get those linings checked to make sure it's all
Yep.
good to go, because you don't want to do that when there's 9,000 feet of snow.
Yeah.
You got all that stuff going on. Yeah.
Oh, there is something. Speaking of chimneys, we're looking for a new wood stove because we have absolutely worn out our little Yodel stove because we burned fires in it all for 16 years solid. And so
I wish we gave away. There was a gigantic wood stove here in front of our fireplace.
we need a smaller one.
Away.
We need a smaller one, but thank you for thinking of it. You know, we're gonna invest because you know, as you know, we do heat with wood. We have gas furnace backup, but we are able to heat our entire house with wood. And it's actually, we have a stove that takes 16-inch pieces of wood sideways. So it's a tiny little stove, and it's been doing a great job. So we're going to get a slightly bigger one. So I think, so the really big ones would be too hot. It would be too hot, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we figured, James actually refigured our fireplace so it heats at Shiloh. We're on location out at the lake today, but we still heat with wood too at the Westbrook location too. And that's like I don't know if any other cold places probably get that, but Maine is an unusual place where we still do a lot of heating with wood, even though in Pennsylvania and in the Midwest in Detroit and stuff, I never heat it with wood, but I think it's like a Maine thing to like still heat with wood because a lot of people still do.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's we got a question here. I just realized, sorry, my brain. Oh, brain exploding. Yeah, it's 11:45, and we're almost ready to come back with Lauren Anderson and her amazing dog Billy, who likes to be a part of the show and is just so adorable and awesome. We had a quick question from her. Where are the postcards? I know I sent one. I got one back. I'll tell you what I got, Emily. I don't have your postcard yet, but what I did get is I got a postcard back that was addressed to you that I wrote to you like a month ago, and apparently didn't put the address on. So you know we're still apparently in an experimental stage. So
intern.
Yeah. I know that dang intern, Jenny Mehuman James, that has been falling down there. We actually are looking for an intern. We need somebody to help us catalog our shows. We haven't talked about that, but we do need somebody good who's good at social media, who can, you know, just be hello, come be on the show if you're going to be standing there. Okay, come on over and ask me. I have a question that needs to get answered. You're gonna have to wait a minute. You can take the car though if you need it.
No, it's not.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Doing business here. See what I mean? You asked me how my week was. That's just been nice. I'll be right back with you, Baxter. So, all right. A recipe postcard weeks ago. All right. We haven't seen it yet. Okay. Oh, and hey, Diggy Cat. Okay. So brain exploding because I think we have Lauren Anderson ready to come back in, who has got her dog Billy with her. So let's go ahead and bring her back in.
Yes.
Lauren.
Hi.
All right. Yes. New camera angle.
Oh, he missed you. He's like, where were you, Mama? You were gone for
Billie,
so
say
long,
hi.
Mama. Why?
Oh
Why?
gosh.
Why?
Oh, Billie, he's a nut.
Where were you?
Yeah.
What a good boy.
He rightfully so is he's named after Billie Holiday, so it makes sense that he loves to sing so much.
Where did you get him? Where did you get him?
I rescued him an hour south of Nashville. I was trying to figure out how to arrange this so you could see him better, but I rescued him as a puppy, and so he was. They don't know what the dad is, but they called him like a beagle hound mutt. So.
Oh my goodness, he's a
likes
dog.
to talk.
Does he
Yeah.
like to run and stuff? Does he like to
Oh
get
my
out
God,
and
yeah.
run?
He loves wrestling. He loves running. He loves having something to say. Billie, come here and say hi to everybody.
Look at your handsome face there, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, Billie.
Oh my God!
He's a looker. His markings. He's a real looker. He's like one of those dog food commercial looking dogs.
Oh yeah,
he's
cute, but I'm biased.
We're gonna get Taya Cam on here. You got something you want to say about Billie? You want to talk to Billie?
Billie looks really cute
Oh.
and soft and fluffy.
Oh, he says he also loves your side pony, and that if he was there, he'd probably chew on it.
Shooty wants to share his snorting carrot with
Look,
Billie.
There's another dog.
Look, see?
That carrot looks fun.
Look.
Nice.
I'm trying to see Billie. Say when Billie starts barking, Shooty will be like, "Hi, who is that?" Suddenly, he's like,
love it.
"Whatever, I'm sleeping."
He's gonna be coming on the road with me for the first time this Saturday when I go to Georgia.
Oh my gosh.
He's still a puppy, so I figured since it's a one-off show, it'd be a good trial, like test run.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If he survives, see if I survive. See how we do.
Yeah, having a dog on the road is the best. I used to always tour with my dog Stella, and it was the best. I was always when I was alone.
Yeah.
She was in the hotel, everything. It was great having that kind of extra company. It was great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow.
So much fun.
Well, now, are you ready to sing a song with Billie?
Yeah. So I'll try to keep close to it. You know, if I move back, it's only to get him more in the shot, but I'll try to stay close to the camera.
Okay. If you stay face forward, that's the best angle for that voice. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, this one is the first single that was released. Did you see him trying to chew? This was the first single released for this album. And so this one was also already out there. And I've got a fun little lyric video actually that Billie is in, if anybody wants to go check that out on YouTube. This one's called Stand Still. Moving, but I am still going right past me like a breeze. Told me some tricks, but it doesn't seem fair. That's your arm, so I'm Billie. Like in a tornado. Everybody seems scared. Sit, Billie. What will it take? Who will it spare? He's trying to eat my hand now. And I try to run, but it seems I forgot. So I'll be right here. You can join me or not. You can leave them. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you. But I hope you stay with me for a while. Please stay with me just for now. And the life is passing on through. But please stay. I wanna stand still with you. You by my side, I don't feel so old. He's so loud. The world stops howling.
Come on, Billie. Come on.
Howl with me. No one surrounds us as trouble and stand still with you. He's so
Lauren and Billie here.
Look at him. Oh my word.
Billie.
Yeah,
Very nice. Oh,
sorry.
very nice puppy.
you know,
Oh my God.
Cute.
I think those of us who love dogs, it's kind of like it's kind of like for instance, some people apologize about their crying babies, and those of us
Oh,
who love
yeah.
babies are like, listen, it's just sound of music. So
Yeah.
that is an amazing thing. And did Billie start doing that from the get go? Was that always a part of your relationship?
So. I mean, he was always very vocal. I don't know if it was the chicken or the egg. I think that it probably like got more so because he was around singing so much. So a friend of mine adopted his sister, and she doesn't howl as far as I know. And in fact, there was 1 or 2 times that her friend brought her over, and I tried getting her to sing, and she wouldn't do it. So I really do think it's like part Billie. It's part. He's very much a puppy right now. It's part because he's a beagle hound, but I think it's also because he's just always around singing.
Yeah.
Right, bub?
Nature and nurture. That is.
Yeah,
Nature and
yeah.
nurture.
But he's a puppy. He'll calm down eventually. So hopefully he won't. Hopefully it'll be a trick I can teach him when to turn it off eventually.
What a sweetheart. So fun. So fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Well, thank you so much. We're coming up on the end of our show here, and I want to make sure that we've covered all the important little details here. Like you have a pre-order available for your new record that's coming out in August, "Love on the Rocks." And you've got an amazingly informative, and even though you said I got to update it, it's an amazingly updated website, laurenanderson.com, which seems to be like, that's the hub. Go there and you can find out where she's going to be, what's going on. Is Billie going to be there? These kinds of questions that people are wanting to ask.
There. Yeah, maybe I need to.
Yeah, why not?
He has an Instagram page if anybody wants to follow him. He's
What is it?
Billie the Incredible, at Billie the Incredible. Billie with a Y. Yeah.
Very cute.
Okay, so he is a Billie with a Y, even though he's named after Billie Holiday. Got it.
Yeah. I struggled with that for a second. I was like, should it be Billie like verbatim? But I don't know. He seems like a Billie with a Y.
He's a boy.
Well, he's a guy, and he gets the Y.
Yeah.
Got the Y.
He needs it.
Well, Lauren, you have been an absolute joy to have on Postcards. And Mehuman, you got any more questions right this minute?
I'm wondering when you get back to town, are you going to be around during the Americana Music Fest?
I am going to be here. Yeah, I'm not sure when or where I'm going to be playing yet, but I will be in town. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with you guys when you're here.
We would love to see you in person. Give you a big old hug. While we're able to hug.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the year of the hug. Maybe 2 hugs, I mean,
yeah. Is everyone making Hug Me t-shirts? Someone needs to do that. Yeah. That's fantastic. This was great.
I'm gonna turn the camera over right quick for our co-star Taya, who's been joining us today on Kid Camp. You want to say anything to Lauren before we head out?
I like your puppy.
I think he probably likes you too.
And I like your songs.
They're thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Taya. That's great.
Awesome. Want to give a wave to your fans?
Look at him go. He's like, I love dogs playing are hilarious. He's like, blah, blah.
And he'll like pounce every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Their imagination kills me. Like I'm always thinking, what are you thinking? Especially when they're sleeping and they do the leg thing. Their legs are like this.
I know. It cracks me up. They're
so funny.
Well, I think we've reached. I think we've done it. I think we have done the full, at least as far as we can do on a virtual platform. We have given everybody a snippet of the experience of hanging out with you, Lauren, and I just can't thank you enough. The number of times in my life that I've gotten chills from head to toe I could probably count on one hand, and I got it from you today, and I can't thank you enough because it's that reminder.
Yes,
that's the feeling, that visceral response
Yeah.
That visceral
Yeah.
response is the thing that, as musicians, if we're able to make that level of a connection with our own selves
Yeah.
and be that in our own experience and mean it
Exactly.
like that,
Exactly.
like you do. So
Thank you.
all the best to you with the new single coming out tomorrow,
Yeah.
with the new record, touring with Billie. Good luck on your travels and going places. And we can't wait to have you back. You're invited back. Okay.
Thank you. I would love that. Thank you guys.
And
All
you're
right.
beautiful, inside and out. You are a beautiful person.
Thank you guys. You're so sweet.
Truth. Couldn't say it better myself. So the last assignment for all of us, and I do want to say a quick last shout out to Emily Hansen at Magnolia Roads, who's been doing our booking this summer, who brought us together in the first place and given us the chance to experience each other. I guess I did say that, didn't I? Experience each other with each other's music. Experience each other's music. And
experience each other's kind of a groovy thing to say too. I like it.
I know. And she also left a comment just to say real quick shout out to Taylor Kropp, who connected Lauren and Emily in the first place, and then we got to connect with you as well. So thank you, Taylor. This has just been an incredible way to spend an hour on a Thursday morning. Can't thank you enough. So the last assignment is we are going to sing in the key of B, and you can be. If we can get Billie going, this will be.
Sing?
Consider it a success.
And
Taya's going to join with us too. Maybe snapping fingers. You can snap your fingers, right? All right. And let's just I'm going to do one last thing, which is make sure that her mic is tightened down. There you go, honey. I think that's been a little bit of an issue. There we go. Key of B. Join us. It's going to be out of sync, out of time, cross a couple time zones here to Nashville and back. Lauren Anderson. All right. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time. You don't need a reason. You don't need a rhyme to write a postcard to be a box. Just write a postcard. 04098. Just write a postcard to Westbrook, Maine. 'Cause Grandma loves this show. Nice job, Taya. Thank you, Billie. Thank you, Lauren. It's been an absolutely wonderful time. Thank you, everybody who's been listening in. We love you guys. And hearts back to you, Emily Hansen. We will see you guys next week when we are going to be here with David Gans. All right. Lots of love, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.